Here we go now.
We all have busy lives, and I know especially around the holidays, cooking, cleaning, shopping, returning gifts makes it even busier. So why not make it a lot easier when it comes to preparing your meals in just 2 minutes? Our friends over at Factor Meals are back here again to sponsor today's live recap. And they have actually some good news, especially for those that have New Year's resolutions to lose weight. Ready to optimize your nutrition this year? Factor has chef-made gourmet meals that makes eating, well, easy. They're dietitian approved and ready to heat and eat in 2 minutes so that you can fuel right and feel great no matter what life throws at you. Why not lose up to 8 pounds in 8 weeks with Factor Keto meals based on randomized controlled clinical trial with Factor Keto? Results will vary depending on diet and exercise. And as always, we've gotten you a deal. Eat smart with Factor. Get started at factormeals.com/Kempire50 off and use code Kempire50 off to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. That's code Kempire50 off at factormeals.com/Kempire50 off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. More information on Factor Meals and your discount will be available in the description. Now let's get back to the show. Welcome back to the Kempire channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. This is our weekly recap of the Real Housewives of Potomac. Don't forget to like the video. It's easy and it's free. And don't forget to support our sponsor today, Factor. More information on Factor will be available in the description. Shout out to our King's Guards holding us down in the live chat, our channel members, and of course our subscribers, and those of you hating from outside the club. No, shout out to those of you watching in the bushes that don't want to be part of the live chat. That's fine. And shout out to our replay crew as well. Happy Monday. It's like a gloomy, cold, not so cold Monday here in New York City. We are still sending our love and prayers to everyone affected by the fires in Southern California. And I say this to everyone because even though you may have not lost your home, everything that's happening in California right now, just it's in a state of emergency, literally just because of everything that's happening. It is affecting, even if you didn't lose something, you're driving around in this area, you're seeing the smoke, you're smelling the smoke. Things are not the same. It is affecting those people. So we send our prayers to them and we remind them, wear your mask, keep your windows closed, limit your time outside still, and make sure you're checking in with yourself. Because you might not even realize that this, emergency is affecting you subconsciously. But our prayers are still out for our friends over there, our community in Southern California. I know this is a very, very difficult time. I see all the videos and things like that. And instead of talking about conspiracy theories or blaming someone, we need to, at least right now, help the people that are affected. So donate what you can, share donations, because even I know not everyone can donate. Share that information with people that you know that can, or even if you don't know if people can, share it on your Instagram story. I know that's what we've been doing here on the channel. So anything that you can do, even if it's just saying a prayer. And when I say just, that's actually probably one of the most powerful things that you can do, okay? All right, guys, thank you so much for being here on the Kempire YouTube channel. But shout out to those of you watching on our Facebook, the Kempire and Kempire Daily on Facebook, and those of you watching on Twitch and Twitter, and behind the scenes here on the soon-to-be banned TikTok. Sorry, TikTok. I'll still be here. Just because it's banned doesn't mean that we won't be on TikTok. You just won't be able to download it. You won't be able to update it, and eventually it'll become defunct. But we shall see. We shall see. This should be an interesting week when it comes to what is going to happen to TikTok. And if you're not following me on TikTok, follow me. Look at, again, you don't know. You don't know what's going to happen. And TikTok, if you're not following me other places, yeah. Anyways. Okay, Real Housewives of Potomac, guys, if you had to rate it from 1 to 10 this week's episode, how would you rate it? If you follow me on Twitter, then you kind of got a little glimpse as to what I was feeling as I was watching this episode. And this is coming from someone that is a part of the LGBTQIA plus community, that knows plenty of lesbians that talk about their relationships. I talk with them about their relationships, and we have grown talk. I don't think that's what this is that we were watching this week. I don't know what we were watching, but this is what it pays to have our watch parties, because if the watch party had saw my face the entire time watching this episode, it literally was Karen's face. And I know some people are like, oh, Karen's no, I'm watching like the entire time. I'm like, my face is like, what? Ashley's coming into Jacqueline. Like, what were we watching foreplay? Ashley walking into Jacqueline's bathroom as Jacqueline's trying to put on her makeup, or whatever she calls herself doing. And she's coming in there, breasts are bare, breasts showing. And she's like, so about that, just, ew. There's nothing sexy about Ashley. And I think Ashley's a beautiful woman. But when she tries to be sexy, I am not turned on by that in any shape or form. I know you're saying, Kempire, you're gay. But I'm sure you, as a man, a straight heterosexual man, if you're watching this, hey, TJ, are you turned on by Ashley? No, I'm sorry. Literally, I had to check, because you already know my face is very expressive. The fact that I noticed that my face was being very expressive during this episode, that's to tell you something. I'm like what? And I watched it a second time. All right, so this is July 4th that they're in Panama, okay, and they're having the morning breakfast. They're catching up. Have you checked on your girls? Giselle. They went to Giselle and Stacy's villa. Sidebar, I don't know if you guys have seen this. We've talked a little bit about this because some of you had shared that there were rumors that Stacey's storyline is not 100%. The TJ of it all is not 100%. Apparently, allegedly, the production thought that they were getting a married woman. I saw a TV deets. They had like a blind item that they said was solved, and they said it was Stacey, saying that maybe she allegedly leaked her being on the Real Housewives of Potomac to the blogs. Here's the thing. I actually don't even care. When you have someone on this cast that is such a liar, I don't care about Stacey maybe giving us a little bit of a story. Because what I noticed about Stacey in this episode, and what I've noticed about her throughout this season, and I've said this before, I feel like Stacey is the Palo Santo. She is the sage of the season. I like her quirkiness. I don't think she's making up the quirkiness. I don't think that is made up. The TJ of it all, probably. The divorce, and us knowing of the divorce when we did, maybe some of that is made up and pre-produced. I'm okay with it, because we always talk about this on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. There's a lot of pre-production there too, but there's something quirky and funny about it that we like. So it's when you're bad at pre-production, hey Roni, that we're like, what? Stacey gets along with everyone. She's having conversations with Mia back in the Sprinter, and they're having a cute little moment. She gets along with everyone. She has this quirky, funny banter with Giselle. I like Stacey. If Stacey lied to us about TJ, I'm a little disappointed, Stacey. I mean, Stacey, did you know that he wasn't into you? Was that a part of the storyline? Were you guys really never interested in each other? I don't know. I don't know. But I was a little, Stacey, if my concern for your well-being in this relationship with TJ was falsely created, then I'm a little annoyed with you. Just a little bit. I can forgive you though. I'm a forgiving person. But if any of that was real, I'm okay. But if that wasn't real, and I don't know. I mean, he is an actor, and I told you when we found out that TJ was an actor, I was like, oh, wait a minute. Something's not right here. Tanya said the blouse. You know I have the picture here. I'm never removing this picture until the season's over. Someone told me that Ibrahim from Dubai Bling has the same blouse, and I said, case closed. I said, case closed. I'm the only gay man, damn, that doesn't have that shirt. Can someone find me the shirt, and I'm going to order it. I'm going to wear it to one of these Kempire After Dark shows. I'm wearing it. Matter of fact, I ain't wearing it. I actually don't even like it, to be honest with you. I mean, that's more of a like going out to the club shirt. I guess the clubhouse is the same thing. I wonder what Andy Cohen thought when he met TJ. Because, you know, Andy allegedly has, you know, he likes a black man every once in a while. I wonder what, because look, no matter what you guys say about TJ's not a bad looking man. I don't love the haircut. He could do better. But remember that Sister Sister episode? Remember this is okay, you guys don't know he was on Sister Sister years ago. Also allegedly lying about his age. He was on Sister Sister years ago. He was fine back then. I don't know what happened. Stephanie says that Jazzy got demoted. You mean Jazzy got fired? Where's Jazzy? I still think they should consider Jazzy for next season. There's something about Jazzy that I liked. I didn't like her Mia Math. That turned me off. But if she leaves that man behind, or if they actually get married, then bring Jazzy back next season. There's something about her I liked. Look down, Annie says, you should get it and wear it on live. Nope, I'm gonna wear it for our Kempire After Dark people. They paying good money to see me. I'm gonna wear it for them. I'm playing. Don't get in your feelings. If I can find it, but I'm gonna wear it for our Kempire After Dark folks first. Then I'll wear it on live. Okay, it's my costume at this particular point. Okay. Tiffany says, are we getting a Dubai Bling season 3 video? Probably not. Not a separate video. I probably will talk about it when we do like a bunch of shows and topics. Like I'd much rather talk about traders. I watched episode 1 of Dubai Bling, and now I remember why on season 2 I was like, it feels, this is where I say the pre-production of it all feels off. And I can't get into Dubai Bling like that. I can appreciate the luxury and things like that people get, but what they're fighting about seems so ridiculous. I think they should have gotten Safa though for Real Housewives of Dubai. I think if they had gotten Safa for Dubai, that probably would have saved the show. Just saying. Okay. Okay. We've digressed. Guys. If you're just joining us, this is our weekly recap of the Real Housewives of Potomac. I forgot my water. Damn it. It's so near, but so far. It's okay. It's all right. But anyways, so back to this. So at the top of this episode of Potomac, we have everyone go to Giselle's villa, right? Stacey says that she's a little emotional on this day because there's just a lot of significance tying back to her mom and, you know, losing her dad. And then that's when she met her ex-husband during that flight. And then, you know, there was just a lot of significance. And Dr. Wendy Asefo showed up for her and was like, you know what, today we're going to make you feel good because we know that today is going to be a rough day for you. Okay. I thought that was really, really nice. All right. And Giselle was just like, I will even allow you to touch me. And Giselle was just like, Stacey puts her hands on Giselle's leg and she's just like, yep, that's okay. I like their little banter because Giselle is a little hard shell, but Giselle's not like that with her daughters. So I know that it exists within Giselle to be warm, okay? But she's just not warm with just anybody, which I can appreciate and understand and relate to. Like, I got to warm up to people before I'm like, oh, hey, no. I got to warm up to you, but I'm not as squeamish as Giselle is when it comes to touch, okay? All right. Sidebar, Ashley, in her confessional, because she's talking about Josh Harlow, I did see Ashley on Watch What Happens Live last night, and I guess she's exclusively sleeping with Josh Harlow. We're calling him that. but they haven't put titles on it. But she also says in this confessional, like, there's nothing small about Josh Harlow. Here's the thing, and I'm not being a prude. I know her intention was to be complimentary to Josh, and that's a big thing to share. Big thing to share to the world. Ain't nothing small about Josh. But then I thought to myself, if the tables were reversed and a man spoke about a woman's body part to the world, how would y'all feel? Even if it was a compliment, how would y'all feel? I'm just asking. I don't know, but that's the thought that ran through my mind. I was like, I get it. She's trying to give him a compliment, and because for men, oh yeah, he got a big one. Usually it's small if you got to brag about it. Anyways, but I was like, if the tables were reversed, how would women feel? You're like, oh, ain't nothing small about those breasts. Like, how would y'all feel? Asking for a friend. The friend is me. All right. So Mia apologizes again to Giselle. Okay. Damn, y'all are going in on Ashley. I really don't like Ashley, huh? So Giselle, where was I? I lost Mia apologizes again to Giselle. Again, I think someone leaked this information to the Jasmine brand in regards to what Mia really said about Giselle's daughters, allegedly calling them whores. So seeing Mia apologize again, and knowing allegedly like, this is what she said, it makes a little bit more sense. She's like, I'm extremely sorry. I'm extremely sorry. Do you even believe that? And look, people have been calling out Giselle for her hypocrisy and how different she treated Candace and Dr. Wendy for just making a face in relation to her daughters. And it seems like she's more than forgiving to Mia. Just pointing it out. Like, I noticed it too. I'm like, because if it had been reversed, it would be interesting to see. But I just don't see Candace or Dr. Wendy saying anything like that or calling those young ladies whores. But if they did, they would be dead to Giselle. Like, Giselle would not be forgiving at all. But maybe in Giselle's mind, she is dead. She's just not going to show it on camera. Okay. All right. So Mia apologizes yet again. Wendy reveals she got a little alert that Deborah is suing Keiarna K for $71 million. It's like, it's ridiculous when you think about it, but at the same time, it's like, what? What a waste of time. So apparently, based off of the article that Wendy was reading, the lawsuit claims that Kay craves fame and accuses her of leaking the brawl footage, to TMZ. I don't think she had to leak that footage. The footage that we got, literally people were watching this play out at a public event. So I don't think Keiarna needed to leak that to anyone. All right. But Deborah is suing for $71 million. So a lot of people are reacting to Giselle's initial reaction to this lawsuit. Keiarna talking about this lawsuit, and a lot of people were saying, "Why is Giselle downplaying it? Why is she defending Deborah?" And I told you, I didn't take what Giselle said in that moment as that. I took it more sort of like what we were saying. Is it even worth it to sue her? Because it probably will cost you more with your attorneys than Deborah actually even has. Does Deborah have anything? But maybe, look, in discovery, maybe she does have something. And Kay is like, she'll figure it out. But Kay reminds the group in this moment, she's like, I don't care what this woman is saying in regards to suing me. None of that is true. There are two cases going on, the state's case and Keiarna's civil case against Deborah. So it will be interesting to see what plays out, because I don't think we even have an update in regards to that. At this particular point, I get it. I'm not in Kay's place. I wasn't attacked. That wasn't played out on social media. I just feel like, and I've said this before in so many other instances, I just don't know if I could or even would want to spend time living in the past or keep giving relevance to Deborah. To be honest, now Deborah, we're talking about Deborah in our recap. We're talking about her during the season. I'm like, girl, I think the worst thing you could do to someone like Deborah is to completely ignore her. Okay, and not give her anything. But I get it. There's already a state case against her. If she gets charges, good, fine. There's your justice. But I get it. I'm not going to tell someone what to do with their own money. She's got the money to do it. Go ahead, girl. I also feel like it's not even just about the money. It's about the energy that you're putting into it. I personally wouldn't put energy into that person. All right. Shai says that it was 7.1 million, not 71. But didn't they say 71 on the show? All right. Okay. Sabi says Wendy said 71 million initially, then corrected herself and said 7 million. Regardless, it's a ridiculous amount of money. Okay. All right. Christian said it's 7.1 million. Thank you. We are realizing that now. All right. Regardless, 71 million is still ridiculous. Neither party has that amount of money. Okay. All right. The Girls Club says, I feel like Kate is trying to move past it, but the group keeps bringing it up as a talking point. Well, at the end of the day, it probably is a good thing that they're bringing it up as a talking point, because what else would we be talking about when it comes to Kay? Remember, she got her flute at the end of the season. Just saying. Creme Brulee says that Keiarna is probably traumatized. Not probably. She says she is. Okay. All right. Anyways, moving on. 71 million, 77.1 million. I don't care. I don't care about this lawsuit. I don't even care about Keiarna's storyline, to be honest with you. One thing I did notice, every time that Keiarna is having a moment, they're talking about Greg, or they're talking about, we're having this Keiarna thing, and I'm just like, I really don't care. I really don't. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling anything in regards to Keiarna and her storyline, or whatever she's supposed to bring this season. I'm not even sure exactly why she even got a flute, if we're going to be honest. She could have remained a friend of. Okay. But maybe, I don't know. I don't know what was in the producers' minds when they were deciding, okay, yeah, we're going to give her a flute now. My TikTok, Maureen says, I like her. It's not about not liking Keiarna. She seems like a nice enough person, but is she bringing anything that deserves a flute this season? No. All right. Here go Mr. Melon Magic. I don't mind seeing her brother. I know they keep showing that same scene over and over again, which says to me they really had nothing for Keiarna. How many times have they shown that same scene with her, Greg, and her brother? That says to me they had nothing in regards to her story. Elizabeth says that her storyline is Greg, nothing else, which is definitely not good. Ooh, Amit is making an allegation. She says she didn't sue Bravo, got a flute. Well, she couldn't. Well, I guess she could sue Bravo because it was during filming, but who knows? Who knows? Anyways, guys. All right. Let me move on. Speaking of Keiarna and that whole situation, Ashley, because Giselle, being a producer, asked Ashley, like, how do you feel about all this stuff? And she's like, well, now my priority is my friendship with Kay. There's something just so inauthentic about Ashley. Like, I would never believe that Ashley is anyone's friend. Because now my priority is my friendship with Kay because it's convenient for you for the show. I hope Kay doesn't believe that. Because if you're not on the show anymore, her priority in your friendship is nothing to her. Now my priority is with my friend Kay, and now we're supposed to believe that she feels sorry that she may have caused Kay not to get engaged. So we're supposed to be like, whoa, Ashley, aw. Ashley feels bad because she was supposed to get engaged or something. No, you don't. I'm like, are we supposed to fall for this? Like, you don't feel bad, Ashley. Someone just called her Trashly. Gigi just called her Trashly. I did not. I just want to repeat it. Anyways, so Kay reveals that Greg, after the incident, because she says that when he calls her, he's like, y'all not fighting, right? Because he automatically thinks that they're fighting because of what happened to her. So apparently, Greg took her to one of these Europe cities after the incident. European city. She took her to Paris. And Ashley, later on, when they get up from the table, tells Giselle, like, I feel bad because, I guess Keiarna was telling them that for this trip, he was supposed to propose on this trip. This is what Ashley says, that Keiarna was telling the group this before they went on this trip, that she thinks that he's going to propose on this trip, or maybe that was part of the plan. And he ended up not proposing. So Ashley feels bad because she thinks it's because of her. No, I think Greg just did not plan to propose then. Because if he planned to propose in Paris, he would have proposed in Paris, no matter what was going on. So Greg took her to Paris, one of those Europe cities that she loves, okay, and did not propose. And Ashley feels bad about it because she feels like she ruined the engagement. Speaking of Ashley, she FaceTimes with Josh Harlow, and she's flirting with him, and she's talking. Look, she says that she hasn't felt like this about a guy since Michael Darby. Sidebar, she also feels like, is my judgment gauge off? And look, am I just not yes, Ashley, Giselle's not going to tell you, but I'm going to tell you. Someone's clipped this and sent it to Ashley. Your judgment gauge is off. You were friends with Deborah, but you married Gullum and had 2 babies by Gullum. You thought that you were going to get these millions of dollars at the end of this marriage, only for you to be bamboozled by Gullum, okay? You still got those coochie cravings by Gullum? Your judgment is off. Sidebar, on Watch What Happens Live, they asked do you think that your marriage would have been still, you would still be married if you never did Real Housewives of Potomac? And she's like, I don't know. Girl, let me answer that for you. Yes, you would have gotten a divorce. Regardless, Gullum was always Gullum. Michael, what we saw of Michael on the show is Michael off the show. You would have gotten a divorce because you wouldn't have wanted to deal with all of his reindeer games forever. You would have gotten a divorce, no matter if it was Real Housewives of Potomac. You would have gotten a divorce from Gullum. All right? Virgilia says, please don't bring up the cravings. Coochie craving. You forgot about that, didn't you? Think about it. Picture it. Picture it. It's okay. It's all right, y'all. It's all right. I didn't create that title for it. She did. Okay? All right. So she FaceTimes with Josh Harlow. Fine. She's showing off the goods to Josh Harlow. Fine. All right, Ashley, you're welcome. So they go on this boat ride. All right? So Wendy notices that Karen's energy is off. Okay, let me just say this. I did notice after watching the episode the first time, I was like, oh, we really didn't get a lot from Karen. But then when I watched it a second time, I was like, no, we did get, even when Karen isn't the main focus, Karen does bring a lot to the show. Does that mean I think that Karen should not be on the show? Here's the thing. I think Karen does need to feel repercussions, not just from the state of Maryland. I think she needs to feel the repercussions from the network in regards to, I think this fame thing has gone to her head because no one has held her accountable. However, I'm never going to say that I don't love Karen on the show. There were quite a few moments where I was just laughing from Karen's commentary in her confessionals and her facial expressions. So I'm never going to take that away from Karen. Karen is an integral part of Real Housewives of Potomac. And if she's not on there, people are going to feel it. Just saying. All right. But I wanted to say that. So Wendy notices that, Karen is a little quiet. But Karen says she's not into boats. She's not into water. She's like, I want off. I'm nauseous. I was like, say what you want about Karen. Karen is hilarious. Okay? She's funny. Elizabeth says that Karen is the show. I never want to say that anyone is the show because y'all didn't watch her Slurry County spinoff. Yup, I said it. I said sorry, Surrey. y'all didn't watch her Slurry. I liked her Slurry County spinoff. It was cute. 2 episodes. I thought it was cute. But y'all didn't watch that. Y'all didn't think it was cute. So Karen is not the only person to carry the show. She's important to the show, but someone that can carry their own show, that's who you can say, oh no, that person is the show. Do we know of anyone that is the show on any reality show that they were a part of an ensemble and they had a spinoff that was really, really successful? And do not say Kim Zolciak. I don't know how that show stayed on as long as it did, her spinoff. Okay? I know y'all watched it. Some of y'all saying, I watched it. Yeah, but the ratings didn't. Remember, we recapped it. We did a whole separate recap of the Slurry County spinoff. We did. I liked it. Okay, so don't attack me. Look, don't attack me. I watched it. I liked it. Okay, some folks are saying Candy in my TikTok chat. I know that's going to be debatable. But she did. She had quite a few separate shows. But again, I don't know. For me, those shows were really not just about Candy. It was about the family, about the group, and things like that. So she's had success that way. Shar says Bethany. But Bethany hasn't had no, she did. No, let's give Bethany her flowers. Oh, God. But no, Bethany's doing a lot of really great work over there in Southern California right now with her Be Strong Foundation. No, someone said Portia. Not Portia's Family of Lies. That do not count. I can't. I'm done. Who said Robin? Okay, wait. Mary says that Robin is amazing on Traders. We'll talk about that in a separate thing. I can't. Some people are now saying that because Robin is doing okay on Traders, y'all giving her a little too much credit. Oh, Lisa Vanderpump. But again, Vanderpump Rules is not about Lisa Vanderpump. It's named after, but she's not really, But Robin, just because Robin is doing well on Traders doesn't mean that she's going to be great back on Real Housewives of Potomac, where she has to share her life with her roommate. Traders is a different game. It's a game, okay? But anyways. Okay, anyways, can we focus? Let me get in there. I'll talk more about Robin when I talk about Traders in a separate thing, okay? Okay. So they're on the boat, okay? And Ashley's taking off her cover-up and showing off her body. And she's like, I don't have any hips. Y'all leave her alone. Y'all have already said it. She's saying it herself, all right? And then Jacqueline's kind of looking at her, and she's like, "Yeah, I mean, if you had hips, Ashley, oh, but you're sexy just the way that you are." So they're leading us up to what the cringiness of later on, okay? Then Ashley's response, I thought was interesting. She was just like, "Thanks, Jacqueline." It was the way she said it. Anyone else know? It wasn't like a normal "Oh, thank you." It was sort of like, "Thanks, Jacqueline." I'm like, wait a minute, what's happening here? Tanya says, "You got me hooked on Traders." You're welcome, Tanya, and you're welcome, Peacock. Love me some Traders. Anyways, I watched it again. I'm about to watch episode 3 for a second time. Okay, focus. All right. So Mia then says that the kids are fine and that they're in Virginia, okay? Because you remember, Mia gave us a whole performance last episode about, I don't know where the kids are, even though they're with a babysitter that was the mother of the bride in your wedding to Gordon. Sidebar, we're going to see a scene with Gordon and Ray next week. Oh, that's about to be a good episode, a good scene. These two are so funny. Like Ray is like, Ray is like, funny and quirky. And then Gordon is messy. Oh, this is going to be a good scene. I'm excited. All right. Anyways, so Giselle brings up Ashley's guilt in regards to Greg not proposing in Paris. Kay says that trip was more about them loving on each other. She's thinking once they're 2 months into their home that they'll be engaged. there's something not right about that situation with Greg. You guys have pointed it out, but now I'm starting to see it a little bit more and more. And it seems like she is definitely something that she wants. But now she's saying that that trip wasn't even about the engagement. But according to Ashley earlier, Kay was talking about that this is where it's going to happen. Sidebar, were you guys a little mad at Dr. Wendy Asefo kind of spilling that the engagement's coming, like soon? I felt like she kind of spoiled whatever surprise that was coming. I know she didn't give details, but I was like, wait, already Kay knows that something's coming, but it was sort of like she spoke to Kay's mother, and I was like, wait a minute. I was like, I don't, and now you're trying to say, no, I don't want to talk about it. Like, wait, huh? Okay, fine. So Kay said that that trip wasn't about that. And then in her confessional, I don't know, y'all. I'm not feeling Kay as a full-timer. Her breaking down the math, it was giving me a math. It was giving Jazzy. Breaking down the math of like, well, you know, there's 10 years and a decade, and then just 2 years and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just listening to her talk, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Sorry. This is my review, okay? Ooh, Jayla, I forgot about this. Jayla says it gave Kenya ruining Cynthia's engagement. Because she sort of said it like something's coming and then try to not say anything at all. And I was like, but do we know if Kay is engaged? I think we would know. I think she would post it on social media. At this reunion, if she doesn't say that an actual engagement happened, then I'm going to be like, it's definitely past 2 months living with each other, because remember, that house should have been already built before the season even started. And they should have moved in, right? Okay. Unique says, thank you, Kemp. Kay said it was a healing trip, but then she said it was supposed to be for the proposal. I don't know. Look, if she likes it, I love it. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in whatever that's going on. And when she tried to explain her Mia math in the confessional, and I'm just seeing her delivery, I'm like, I don't like Kay. Lexi says maybe Kay will do the reunion reveal. And if she doesn't, I'm going to be like, so no engagement. If she says at the reunion, well, we're still talking about it, I'm like, girl. Okay, girl. Good for you. Not interested. Don't bring it up. I don't care. Okay. Anyways. So Ashley's just like, I feel bad that maybe I affected the engagement and da-da-da. And Kay's like, no, you didn't. You didn't do it, girl. Whatever. I don't care. So Kay then brings up Mia and Jacqueline being voyeurs in each other's relationships. Jacqueline, you're a terrible liar. Mia, you are always lying. However, I'm just sort of like, Jacqueline says, well, I've seen, she's watched, wait, what did she say? She said, well, Mia's watched me once, and I've seen Mia multiple times with men. I was like, huh? But she's like, well, it happened when we were 19. Your math is giving, it feels like it happened when you were 19, and it's been happening since you were 19. Fine, I don't care. Like, do what you guys want to do. I feel like you're declassing the show. Okay, I don't know. Like, people keep saying that they're declassing the show. Every week, you prove them right. This happened when we were 19. And no, this happened yesterday. Maybe you meant this happened on the 19th. So if this is July 4th, this happened on Juneteenth? Y'all did this on Juneteenth? Y'all did this on Juneteenth. She said it happened. She meant it happened on the 19th. Y'all, that's what she meant. Yeah, she didn't mean it 19 when she was 19. She said this happened on Juneteenth. Not on our Black Freedom Day. Ew. I guess maybe that was like, we're free. Okay. Juneteenth. Ew. Okay. Washington, D.C., we're going to have a time. Don't forget the Kempire After Dark live experience is returning to Washington, D.C. Tickets are still available for our general admission, and a few tickets are still available for our meet and greet. So if you want to meet me, take pictures, and do the things, get your tickets today for the Kempire After Dark live experience returning to Union Stage in Washington, D.C., down at the Wharf. Go get your tickets. It's a Friday night. Maybe make it a date night. Drag your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your Jacqueline, whatever it may be. Bring them to the show, okay? More information on the Kempire After Dark live experience is available in the description. New York City, don't forget the Kempire After Dark live experience is coming back for Black History Month on Friday, February 21st at the Green Room 42. That also has a live stream ticket option as well. So more information on that show will be available in the description. Shout out to Taria, will be our MC for our Washington show, and the Brooke Ashley will be the MC for our New York City show. Okay, so shout out to them. All right. Ew, Mr. Melon Magic says, Ken, be honest, you watched some of your friends put it down. I've never seen one of my friends put it down. I've never even seen one of my friends without their clothes on. So I can't relate. I know that not everyone can relate to that, but I can't relate to that. Never happened. Never, ever happened. Okay. And I don't want to see, well, never mind. All right. Moving on, Mr. Melon Magic, starting trouble in the live chat. Let me say thank you. We had a few super chats as well. Ariana, thank you so much for the super chat and for being a member. Ariana says, I don't get how Mia called her kids whores and didn't get hit. I asked my mom and she said no one would be able to say that about me and walk away from it. Something isn't adding up here. I think it definitely happened. I don't think that Giselle's a fighter like that. I get it. I get the anger, but everyone's going to be a little bit different. But I don't think I could be so forgiving. I don't know if I would hit someone. Again, I don't have any kids, so maybe if I did, I probably would feel differently. But I don't know if I would hit someone, but I definitely, not that we're encouraging hitting someone, but I would definitely probably be like, you be dead to me. Okay? I Rock on TikTok says, me either. I can't relate. Sharon, thank you so much for the super chat. Sharon says, Greg dangles marriage like a carrot to Kay. Trash. It's kind of giving that, but he wouldn't be the first man. He wouldn't be the first man. Not to say that it's right. I'm just saying, I feel like I've seen men do this before to women. And when they finally, some of y'all watching probably were in similar situations, and now you're married to that man. Not saying it's right, but Dr. Sarah, thank you so much for being a member and for the super chat. Dr. Sarah says, Kay got a flute because production needed a win. Ooh. Candace was leaving. Giselle and her petitions ridiculed a pregnant woman for crying. And Mia equals love and hip hop. You're probably right. Because remember, that flute announcement came very late. One, according to TV Deets at the time, they said, oh, Kay's coming back as a friend of. And then, like, the next day, we heard, or maybe it wasn't even the next day, maybe the same day, that we found out that Kay got her flute. But based on what we've seen, it wasn't deserved. It's funny because it's true. All right. Anyways, so they're having a good time on the boat talking about Jacqueline and Mia being voyeurs in each other's relationship. So they're trying to understand it. And Karen is just like, ew, what? Ew, what is going on here? Jacqueline says that her ex, PP Patrick, apparently likes watching her with other women. So we also found out that Mia, when they met PP, I'm guessing it was PP, I can't keep up with the men or these stories or their lies. She says that Jacqueline was, she wanted to loosen Jacqueline up, so she kissed PP and apparently created a baby, and that's why Mia's the godmother. These folks are a mess. So Mia and Jacqueline end up kissing on the boat. Here's the thing. The kiss that we saw on the boat, that's not how those folks are kissing. They are slobbing each other down. Based on how they're intertwining liquids and fluids and things like that, they're not doing a little, no, they, all of that. Ew. Miss Sharon says, take the flute back. they are doing all kinds of things, okay? They're doing all kinds of things. They're not for the group, they're gonna be like, they are doing a lot more. And I believe Ashley and Jacqueline probably did a lot more during that Mexico trip. Because weren't their rooms connected? They did a lot more. They probably just waited till cameras were down. Come on. They did. Ew. Especially the way that Ashley was. I don't know how this all turned into this, but it definitely was. There's definitely more that went down. There was definitely more that. And look, not judging, but I'm also not interested. Not interested. Okay? So speaking of Jacqueline and Ashley, so we had that scene where Jacqueline is getting ready. Is that what she was doing? I don't know what Jacqueline was doing. Jacqueline was getting ready, and I think Jacqueline's a beautiful woman. Jacqueline was getting ready, and Ashley slithers in, and she's wearing this getup, but she's like really showing off her breasts, okay? And she's like, I'm surprised that you haven't tried to get a smooch. What is going on here? She's like, I'm surprised you didn't get a smooch. And Jacqueline's like, well, I respect you too much. I was like, what? I respect you too much, and Mia already knows that I've always had a little crush on you. And Jacqueline's like, maybe a little later they will try a smooch. And Ashley's just like, why don't we try it now? What is going on? Like, I wasn't turned on at all. Like, what is happening right now? I was like, NAACP, this is what you nominated? This is what you're nominated, NAACP? Okay. Jay says that Ashley is for the streets. Apparently. Okay. So they end up having a little bit of a kiss. Again, I don't think they gave, because they know they're being filmed. There's a cameraman in there. They just, the camera, because some straight men, I don't know if the cameramen were men or straight. Some straight men like that. So the cameramen are seeing these two go, okay. Elizabeth says that Jacqueline looked very uncomfortable. Like all of us? I was very uncomfortable. All right, so they do that. Then they go to the group dinner, and Jacqueline did say to Ashley, don't tell Mia, because Mia would be very jealous. And then Ashley's like, oh, I'm telling Mia. And she's like, fine, you could tell Mia. Did Mia really feel like, do you think Mia was jealous? I don't think Mia was jealous. Okay. Peyton says, if I'm watching Traders UK, technically we can't watch it here. They will eventually make those episodes of the Traders UK available on Peacock, like they've done for the past 2 seasons. I mean, if I did my VPN, I probably could watch it live, but I'm going to wait until it comes on Peacock, which it will in a couple of months. Peyton said that they're on episode 7. So that means it's going to be making it to us. What month are we in? January? Probably by March, which is okay because now they're airing new episodes of the US version of The Traders. I hope they do things differently on the UK because last season, everything kind of mirrored what the UK did in the US version too. And I was just like, I didn't like that. It's the same castle, everything, which is fine, but yeah. All right, moving on. So the group dinner, Wendy says that she is a walking mood board for these ladies. Karen is copying her birthday set decor, and now Mia's wearing her dress. I mean, Wendy, you are beautiful. You did throw a beautiful party. I don't know if I would say that you're a walking mood board. Shar says, what episode did NAACP nomination come from? That is a very good question. They're basing it off the season. Okay, sure. I'm sorry. Based off what Real Housewives of Potomac has been accused of, I don't think I would, as an organization, as the NAACP, would be nominating the show. But based off their history, come on. I don't remember the story from top to bottom, but I remember Whoopi Goldberg talking about why The Color Purple did not win at the Oscars, and part of that was the NAACP coming out against the show about the movie and the lesbian kiss in that movie. This is from the 80s, y'all. She talked about that, and that was part of the reason why The Color Purple was nominated for 12 Oscar nominations and won nothing. And Whoopi felt like it was because of the backlash that the movie had received, also partially from the NAACP. There goes my nomination in the future. I could care less. I don't do this for awards. Oh, where's my damn Emmy? Damn it. Just say. Miss Melly Mash, the homophobia. Yeah, come on. Can we talk about it? Can we talk about it? I never understood why back when I found out they were nominated, because remember, I was a baby, literally, when that movie came out. And I was like, one of my favorite movies of all time. Okay? And I just didn't understand how that movie did not win. Not one Oscar. Yes, they gave Whoopi Goldberg the Oscar for Ghost, and she was incredible in that. But Whoopi Goldberg should have 2 Oscars because she was incredible in The Color Purple. Whoopi should have won. Who else was nominated? I mean, look, Steven Spielberg should have won for whatchamacallit, for the film in itself. Look, Oprah should have won. Come on. Don't talk to me about the musical movie version. I love the Broadway version, but the musical movie version, no. I can pass on that. All right, moving on. Anyways, so how did we digress? Oh, the lesbianism of it all. NAACP. Tying it back together. Elephant brain is working. Okay. So they have the group dinner. Wendy talks about being a mood board for these ladies. Fine, because Mia's wearing her dress. All right. Ashley reveals that that she kissed Jacqueline, and the group is just like, "What? What is going on?" All right. Karen is just like, Ashley may need a shot. I mean, to be honest with you, I wouldn't be, because Mia of it all, like, I don't know about Jacqueline, how Jacqueline gets down, but the Mia of it all and you get with me, no. I don't know about that. So Karen says that Ashley might need a shot. But then there's Ashley. We don't know Ashley's situation either. Even though she says right now she's only hooking up with Josh Harlow. Okay? Mia says, when she finds out, Mia has a reaction. I don't feel like Mia was really upset, but Mia has a lot of commentary in her confessional about it. She's just like, because the thing is, when Mia's upset, we could tell. I don't think that Mia was really upset. Okay? But Mia says, hoes ain't loyal. And she appears to be jealous. And everyone's like, oh, are you jealous? Mia reveals that because Ashley says that, because Ashley lies. Ashley says that, and she says I'm a better kisser than Mia. And she's like, oh, she's lying. She's lying. I've kissed more of Jacqueline. And Giselle's like, wait, you've kissed other lips on Jacqueline? Are we surprised? Are we surprised? I assumed, and I also assumed that Jacqueline and Ashley probably kissed each other down there during this trip. Ew, just the thought. And shout out to the lesbians. We are not reacting to real lesbians. Here's what I don't, and I'm speaking from the LGBTQIA plus community, okay? It's not about the lesbianism of it all. It's more so these heterosexual women trying to act as if that they understand that they want to play like that, but then when it comes down to it, they're not out in the streets, protecting. Oh well, no, they're black women, so they are. But you know what I'm saying. Oh, anyways, I've digressed. So so Mia and Jacqueline and Ashley are lesbians. Okay, maybe they're bisexual. It's giving bisexual. It's giving bisexual. Ashley says that she is, right? Is she? I don't know. Moving on. So Mia alludes that she might have seen or touched or kissed more on Jacqueline. Fine. Okay. So then the group wants to see Ashley and Jacqueline kiss again. Did they even show the kiss? I really wasn't trying to rewind again to watch to see if they actually showed a kiss. All we saw was a peck. And I told you, I felt like they did a little bit more. They did a little bit more a little bit later. I hope they asked that question at the reunion. Andy, did you ask that question at the reunion? Did you guys do a little bit more? Because apparently Jacqueline has always had a crush on Ashley. Okay. I don't think I would have a crush on Ashley, especially when she slept with Gollum. Okay. All right. So Ashley then talks about how she wants to do her drag king situation. And she's like, oh, my name is Ashton. Da, 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 da. I can't say the rest of the things here on YouTube or TikTok or anything like that. So she's like, she's going to do her drag king. I don't want to see Ashley dance. I don't want to see Ashley sing. I don't want to see Ashley dress up as a man. I don't want to see Ashley perform. Ashley, hang it up. You are not a performer. Oh. That was a bit harsh. Can you imagine what I'm going to say at Washington, D.C.'s live show? Where I don't have to pull back? Jan says, I definitely timed out watching this episode. Ashley, I don't care about you performing. I don't care about you and your two left feet. I don't care about you dressing up as a man. I don't care about you singing with auto-tune. Even with auto-tune, you sound bad, and that's pretty bad. Even with auto-tune, you sound bad? Come on. All right, moving on. Ashton, that's her name. Are you dressing up as Ashton with Josh too? All right, so let me drop the call link for our members first. But live chat, how many people are here? You not even look. Oh, all right, we got 1,500 of you here. Shout out to everyone watching on Twitch, Twitter, and all the places. We appreciate you guys, and on TikTok, we appreciate you. All right, let me drop the call link for our members first, but live chat, where are we with the likes? If you haven't liked the video already, let's get to, we're at 1,500. Let's get to 600 likes. That should be easy. You've been here for over an hour, right? It's been an hour, or is it under an hour? Let me see. How long have we been live? Like under an hour, almost an hour. So like the video, it's easy, it's free. Shout out to those of you that have sent in super chats. We appreciate your support, but you can like the video. That's easy. You can, even if you're watching on television, you can like the video there too. For those that need instructions, someone will help you in the live chat. Okay, let me drop the call and link for our members first. Let me just do that. Okay, and righty then, and let me pull this up. Okay, and guys, don't forget, more information on our sponsor for today, Factor Meals, will be available in the description. All right, so if you're a member of the channel, it's not a part of your perks. It's not part of the perks for being a member, but we do make it available first and during the live to our members. Become a member today at teamkempire.com/join. All right, once we get to 600 likes, live chat, we will drop the call and link for you guys. All right, so let's talk about, okay, members, I dropped the call and link for you guys on the community tab. All right. So the group, they go for this group dinner, okay? All right, we talked about the group dinner. Moving on. I was like, wait a second, they already went for the group dinner. So they went for the group dinner. We see Ashley or Ashton make out with Jacqueline again, and we see Dr. Wendy recording it, okay? All right, so the next day at breakfast, Karen sleeps in, okay? So we find out what Karen missed at breakfast. So Giselle, I don't know. So do you guys think that this relationship with Pastor Jamal is real? Because the girls never met this woman before that he married. Doctor. She married her a doctor. Never met her before. And he refers to her, the new wife, as a friend. Okay. When asking about, does a woman look like Giselle? And Giselle makes the comment like this woman's not in her league. And I was thinking to myself, I mean, the woman does look like Giselle, like a younger version of Giselle. Let's be honest, okay? He's got a type, okay? But I was like, well, you're going to have to, this woman's going to be around your kids and now you're taking jabs at her. I don't think Giselle can help but being a nasty person. I was like, that's the real Giselle. Because making that kind of comment about a woman that hasn't said or done anything to you, she wasn't the other woman in your marriage, it just felt like, like you don't, if this was just a girlfriend, maybe. But he's saying that he's getting married to her. You know what I mean? So it's like, and you're saying this like, I'm like, okay. So she says the woman is not in her league. Yes, she is. If anything, she's better than you. She's educated and like, not to say she's not educated, but she's like a whole doctor. She's got a doctorate. So I'm just like, and she looks like you, a younger version. Okay. Savannah says, is this the same doctor as Sheree? No, she actually got her doctorate. I don't think it's an honorary doctorate. I believe they had like a whole celebration when she got her doctorate. I don't know a lot about Jamal's new wife, but yes, come on now. Mary says, let Giselle hate. She's going to. All right. Cece says that, Cece Mama says, thank you for being a member, Cece. Ooh, are you in the yellow dress? Looking like Ashley. I'm joking, Cece. All right. Cece says the lady looked just like Giselle. Both pretty. Yeah, they're both pretty. She was just being a hater. It's all right. I just thought it was because, you know, now they're married. I think at the time they were engaged. It's like this woman's going to be around your kids. You're going to have to be around her. It just felt like unnecessary. Okay. AD says, we all know that Giselle's a biatch in real life. Wow. Tell me how you really feel. All right. Let me say thank you. We had a couple of super chats. Jalissa, thank you so much for the super chat. Jalissa says, Jacqueline's behavior is questionable and disappointing. Like, who is she pregnant by? I said this last night on my Twitter. I said, now this adds another person to the possibility of paternity. Is Ashley the father of the baby? Or Ashton, I should say. Thank you, Jalissa. Tracy, thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate your support as well. And thank you for being a member as well. Okay. All right. Let's get back to this breakfast. So they talked about that. What else did they talk about? Let me scroll down. Okay. Let me see what else they talked about during this damn breakfast. Because this is the last day of the trip. Okay. Jacqueline also called Patrick PP and told him that she had made out with Ashley and Mia. And then she says, you know, that's it for now. And Jill's like, that's it for now. And even Patrick repeats it. All right. Okay. Wendy asked Mia, you know, everyone's going back to the airport, but everyone's going back to, you know, the DMV. And Wendy asked Mia, like, you're going to Atlanta? Everyone was judging her because you were so concerned. You had a breakdown about your children not being where you had left them. People, you know, these are mothers saying that I personally would be running back home. All right. I'm not a mother, so and I get it. I get what they're doing, but I also feel for, not Mia, but for mothers that are mom shamed sometimes in regards to how certain things should be handled. This is why a lot of mothers don't share certain things about how they raise their children, because they're concerned about other mothers, their mother, or, you know, mothers in their friend groups judging them. I'm judging Mia because I don't believe Mia. I think Mia is literally going to Atlanta to be with Ink, not to be with her older son, Josh. Because if that were true, she would have said that to the women. She's like, my other son is in Atlanta and I have a basketball game to attend. That she got that, she gathered that lie for her confessional that's filmed weeks later. So I don't believe that Mia was going to Atlanta to be with Josh. And we've all said, why is Josh no longer on the show? Did the father get in? Why is Josh in Atlanta? Look, I hope they ask that question at the reunion. Why is your son in Atlanta and not with you in the DMV now? Questions. And she's like, you know, I'm going to Atlanta because I have a basketball game. But she didn't say that in the moment to the ladies. All right. Look, fine. Mia just lies about everything. Lies about everything. Guys, we did a separate live where we did react to Mia reacting to people. Well, she had posted the whole NAACP nomination, and she was responding to comments where people were like, oh, take that Essence. Because, Essence, we did a separate live talking about Essence article slamming Mia and saying that they're not interested in her storyline. So she had a couple of comments. So we did a separate live talking about that and a couple of other things related to Married to Medicine. Excuse me. Don't forget, I will be going live at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. PST for our Married to Medicine recap. This is actually an interesting episode to unpack. We did talk a little bit about some of the sneak peeks in a separate live as well, but we're going to recap the latest episode of Married to Medicine later today at 4 p.m. Eastern. So get your tickets today. Get your tickets today. Make sure you turn your notifications on. There we go. Okay. All right, and get your tickets today for the Kempire After Dark live experience coming to Washington, D.C. and New York City. More information on that is available in the description. All right, let's get to our callers. We have quite a few members backstage. Thank you all for your membership. We appreciate your support. We're almost at 600 likes. Once we get to 600 likes, I will drop the call-in link for the live chat, okay? Honestly, we have, 1,600, almost 1,600 of you watching on YouTube. We should be able to get to at least 1,000, but I'm going to be nice because I know there are quite a few of you that have liked the video but are not members and that want to call in and share your thoughts, okay? Dee Dee says that Ms. Brooklyn says the father, Josh's father, might have custody. Questions that we need answered because before, remember, Josh was living with her. All right. Dee Dee says that I thought it was a pretty good episode in regards to Married to Medicine. Yeah, it was definitely better than the week before. The week before was a mess. All right. Let's get to our callers. Again, let me put up my disclaimer. Guys, if you're just joining us, we are talking about the latest episode of Real Housewives of Potomac. All right. Just as a reminder, the opinions of the callers do not represent the opinions of myself, the Kempire LLC, our sponsors, Google, Apple, all the things. Okay. And they agree not to cuss, use profanity, or anything else. Okay. All right. Let's get to our callers. All right. Members, again, thank you so much for being members. And let me bring up Trey first. Hold on, Trey. Trey, what did you want to share?
Hey, Kempire, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. I don't have a lot of comments in regards to like last night's episode. I mostly am just kind of over Mia and Jacqueline's whole kissing, not kissing, and the way in which they like change the scenarios from when they are with each other.
Yeah.
I really would love to have some deeper conversations in regards to these being mothers who children are going off to college or entering high school or middle school. I would love to even deep dive a little bit more into Stacey when she had that emotional moment around this being the first holiday. She's not with her husband or her child and things like that. I would love to dive deep into those conversations because honestly, I feel like Mia and Jacqueline's whole like aesthetic is, and I don't want to say this like mean, but it's so Zeus and Love and Hip Hop. And while I know they have audiences and I have family members, my sisters who love those shows, my mom loves Love and Hip Hop, that's totally fine. I just want to see a little bit more sophistication in regards to the conversations that they have, compared to like Salt Lake City. You can see the difference in where they're having these conversations. And just, I want to just say much respect to Mary Crosby and how she's been able to like lay out that conversation and actually it'd be helpful for us. Love you, Kempire. Hope you have a great day.
Thank you, Trey. Have a great day.
Bye.
Happy New Year. I'm still saying Happy New Year till the 31st.
Yes, Happy New Year.
Bye. All right, we're going to bring up Tyler next. I know Tyler has plenty to say about the Real Housewives of Potomac. What's going on, Tyler?
Well, I do. First and foremost, Ashley ill. Secondly, I say this: I've been watching Potomac since day one, and my thing is, I think it's time to change the production team. They skip out on so much good stuff. I would have rather watched Karen tell us how she kept that wig stapled to her forehead than to listen to Ashley and Jacqueline trying to kiss each other or whatever like that. But seriously though, production. literally Giselle is discussing her ex-husband getting remarried and him not introducing them to the kids. Why didn't they have somebody digging into their storyline there? When Keiarna was talking about Deborah countersuing her, let's dig deeper into that. Let's make her and Ashley have a more of a one-on-one. Her and Giselle and Ashley have a one-on-one. I think the production team, I don't know if they're younger over there and looking for shady moments, but they're not good producers. I'm sorry. I think that they need a they need a new production team over there. At this point, it's really not the cast because when you see the clips, it's like they given certain things. The production team is just looking for hot moments, and it's making the show not good. But that's all.
Okay, Tyler, you see this comment?
No, what is it? Karen's wig catches another. I'm sorry.
No, you're not. Bye, Tyler.
Bye.
That's the same wig that she was wearing during the DUI arrest. Oof, but it was further back. I don't know why she wears it so far back in during the Panama trip. Who booked a trip to Panama after watching this episode? I will say this. I feel like on the third day of this trip, it does feel like, okay, I'm ready for them to leave. But it's not as bad as the Puerto Rico trip. Sidebar, did you guys see Anna Ortiz on Watch What Happens Live? She did not find Uba and what Uba was saying about, she's Puerto Rican. She did not find anything funny about what Uba said. I did like Anna Ortiz's hot takes because she didn't hold back. The only thing I did not like about Anna Ortiz's hot takes was the fact that she's loving Roni. I was like, girl, if she had said, I can't stand Roni, then I'm like, Anna. But she's a fan. She's a fan of the show, of the shows, of Real Housewives. So I liked Anna's hot takes for the most part yesterday. Okay. Mary says it was. I know I said it was the wig. She just had it further back. She just had it further back. All right. Toya's backstage. We're going to bring Toya up next. Toya, what did you want to share?
Hey, Kempire, so much to share. I just wanted to say, Ashley, I thought you were getting a divorce from Gollum because of him wanting to continue threesomes. Remember that storyline? But it seems like she's the one that wants to continue them. Like,
Oh.
what's changed? Why don't you guys just get back together? Anyway, Giselle could have taken the high road and not been shady to Dr. I don't remember that lady's name, but Jamal's wife. She could have been, she could have just said, I wish him all the best.
Yeah.
But of course, she had to be shady. So she hasn't changed a bit. And then for her to say, I remember when this group was divided. Ma'am, you were the division. You were literally in the center of it, and you were the cause of it.
Yes.
Also, I'm so glad that somebody in the LGBTQ community said it because Mia and Jacqueline, what is this fake, single black female, lesbian wannabe, but you're married to men? And like, what is going on here? This is so weird. It's not cool. And I'm so glad you said it because, look, one of my closest friends is a lesbian married for over 15 years. And I was just like, I don't know. Like, this is such a horrible representation. It's not even representation. Don't do it. Bye-bye, y'all.
Thanks, Toya. I'm glad you said that. Thanks, Toya. Because the lesbians we know, like she said, married 15 years. I wanted to ask Toya. Toya, you still there? Hold on. Toya.
Here.
Question. When your lesbian friends got together, how long were they together before they got married?
Oh, they were together for a while.
Oh.
They were. They recently got married, I think, like 6, 7 years ago.
But technically, we were only allowed to marry like 6, 7 years ago.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that's what they've been together. Like they have, I think, like a 16-year-old son. So they've been together for a long time.
Wow. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Thank you, Toya, for calling in.
Oh, can I say one more thing?
What?
I'm so glad these ladies were able to go to dinner and not argue, unlike SLC.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
You're right. They were kissing at the table, but yuck. Okay. Bye, Toya. All right. Let's bring up Ellie next because we do have a long line of people. Oh, wait. Let me drop the call link. Did I drop the call link for the live chat? Let me drop the call link for the live chat for you guys to call in and share your thoughts. Again, please respect the timer so that we're able to get to everyone. Let me bring up Ellie next. Ellie, what did you want to share?
Hey, Kempire. Can you hear
Hey.
me all right? Yay.
Yes.
Okay, so I just have, speaking of lesbians, just kidding. Did you see Mel on Watch What Happens Live with, Raquel?
Yes.
I just love her energy. I love how she writes for her woman. And, like, that's the kind of representation I love to see with the LGBT community. Like, my sister's a part of that community, and sometimes when I see like Ashley and you know the Jacqueline stuff, it's so cringy. It's so cringy. But
Yeah.
speaking of Ashley, that's why I called in. So one of my favorite things to watch while I'm cleaning is reruns of Say Yes to the Dress.
Yes.
Well, guess who I saw on Say Yes to the Dress?
Ashley's on it.
Ashley.
Ashley's on it, and also Katie from Real Housewives of Orange County. And
Really?
Mia, too. Mia was on it, too. Wasn't Mia on that, too?
Oh my God.
Yeah, a few of them.
I don't know. I heard a voice from my living room as I was cleaning. I was like, I know that voice. I went in there and I was like, oh my God, it's Ashley pre-wedding. It's Ashley, I forgot her maiden name, you know, and she's talking about her husband to be. I just wanted to point out it's such a juicy little segment because of all that we know.
Oh.
And she's never failed to give just like bad fashion. The dresses she was picking out, and I love wedding dresses, and I think that most wedding dresses on the right person, on the right energy, could be absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
All the dresses she tried on, I was like, oh my God. If there's one thing Ashley is true to, it's her bad fashion. Bye, y'all.
Oh, damn, Ellie. Wow. I was not expecting that. Yeah, quite a few of the housewives, and I just saw recently that Katie, the newbie on Real Housewives of Orange County, she also was on Say Yes to the Dress. Wow. I don't, look, Say Yes, I never really got into Say Yes to the Dress. Why do they go on Say Yes to the Dress? Is it because they can't afford their own dress? Like, I'm asking questions. I know it's a reality show, but I'm just asking. So Ashley was on it. Katie was on it, but also I believe Mia was also on it. Right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe Mia was on it. That should be one to watch too. All right. Wait, Monique Samuels was on it too. AD, damn. So they all just want to be on reality television. They've always wanted to be on reality television. That's what it says to me. Okay. All right. Damn. All of these housewives were on Say Yes to the Dress. Okay. All right. Let's bring up Sharon next. We have a long line. Okay. Sharon, what did you want to share?
Hi, Kempire. First call ever. I'm so excited. Thank you.
How are you? Where are you calling from?
Atlanta, Georgia.
Hey. Did you come to my show?
I will be at the very next one. I had a death in the family, sadly. I'm sorry.
Now I feel bad. Sorry.
No, don't. So hell hath frozen over. Giselle has always been nasty, and I've been so disappointed with her. But for the first time this episode, I feel like I felt sorry for her. She's so sad. She doesn't, when she cringed when Stacey hugged her and all the affection people try to reach out to her, she really has a visceral reaction to that. And I think it's because she's been through a lot of pain. She's always been alone. No one shows up for her. And remember when Monique was reading her from the binder? If you look at her hands, she's gripping her own hands like she's holding herself. And I'm like, yes, she brings a lot of that on herself, but like, she's so sad. That's why she's so mean. And now I'm like, feel sorry for her and I'm mad about it. I'm like feeling sorry for her. And yeah, but that, and it's so hard to see Ashley try to be authentic. It's painful. Like you literally, when Keiarna was tearing up about her scar, was like, oh, I don't even see a scar. And now all of a sudden you're like, I feel so bad. I ruined your engagement.
It's true. It's true.
Here's
the thing in regards to Giselle. I feel like when we think about how badly Pastor Jamal cheated on Giselle, I don't think she's ever been the same since then.
No, it's like trauma.
Yeah.
And I don't think that she's handling it the most healthy way, but I see the why, kind of in a way. So now I gotta feel sorry for her and I'm mad about it, but it's okay.
It's because you have a hort.
Oh, thanks, Kempire. So do you. Also, your skin is beautiful. I have to tell you that, and that's all I had to say today.
Thank you, Sharon. See you in Atlanta whenever we announce it. Bye.
Yes, sir. Bye. Take care.
All right, we have Delon backstage. We'll bring Delon up next. Delon, what is going on?
Hi, Kempire. How are you doing today?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing well. I have to just say, Mia and Jacqueline. Well, first of all, I do agree with Tyler. We see each other with the production thing because production fumbled the bag, putting all of their eggs in Mia's basket. Mia brings nothing but lies. And I also agree that the production team has to be very young because the storyline just gives like Zeus, in my opinion. It really does give Zeus. And it's like not the sophistication we were looking for when it comes to Potomac and
Mm.
Ashley. I feel like she is very fake. Well, I've always felt like that. She's very fake because at the beginning of the season, she was like, do you have a scar? This, that, and the third. Now you feel bad.
Mm.
I feel like she didn't think this case would go that far. And now that it's actually going that far, her name is going to be brought up because Deborah would not be there if it weren't for her. And I feel like
Mm.
Ashley's name is going to come up because she wanted Deborah to say something um, to Candace so she can have a moment because Ashley does not have a moment without Michael. She should have been gone since season 4.
I mean,
Over
watching
the head so
watching
well
season
known.
5 with Michael on it. I mean, he really wasn't a lot on season 5, but seeing him on, I was like,
And
oh yeah, I forgot how much Michael was so involved. Like he was messy.
exactly,
Okay.
exactly. And she's nothing without him.
Oh, all right, Delon. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you. Have a good
You
one.
too. All right, we're gonna bring up Daph next. Daph, what's going on?
Hey there, happy Monday.
You too.
Thank you. I don't have much, but with the of course Ashley has to make something about her when she was referring to Kay and Greg's engagement. When they were talking, what I thought about when they were talking about, oh, the Paris trip was supposed to be an engagement. When I think it is, which I'm guilty of this, when you're dating someone, but for me it was different. I was with my husband. We were dating for 9 years to the date that we got married.
Mm.
But I we started dating. I was 20.
Oh,
So I wasn't in a rush to get married,
yeah.
So it's different. These women are older. But I do remember after 7 years I started to get the itch. So every time there was like, oh, we're going to do a trip. Is this going to be then? Is it? So I think that's what it was.
Mm.
With
Okay.
that's what, I'm guessing that's what it was with Kay.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that Ashley said she's focusing, which I didn't believe, the relationship with Kay,
Yeah.
because in previous, I think the last season that she distanced herself from Deborah
Hmm.
after the incident, either at the beginning of the season or last season, I can't remember. So I just found that interesting.
Yeah.
After that, I love Stacy on this trip.
Yeah. She's adorable. Like I like Stacy. I really
Yeah,
do. All
she's
right.
awesome. Well, that's my time. That's it. Have a
Thank you,
blessed
Daph.
day.
You too. Take care. All right, we're gonna bring Miss Bernice up. Miss Bernice, what did you want to share?
What up, what up, what up, though, everybody? Um, this was some bull. Because how you gonna admit on national TV, I'm going old school for you people, the whisper song Olivia Lawson Turned Out, that you got turned out by your best friend at 19 and you fine with it.
Okay.
How? And you making yourself look foolish along with Mia because she put you as the bottom chick and she the pimp. And you wonder why the NAACP don't like you.
They do like them. You mean Essence?
I mean, come on now. You giving this we have evolved a little in this country. If you want to do that bottom feeder crap, go to Love and Hip Hop, Miami or Atlanta. Since Ing is a DJ in Atlanta, there go your invite. Because y'all not broke up. And I don't like the way that she keep gaslighting her husband when you knew those kids wasn't in danger from minute one.
Yeah.
Because if you felt they was in danger, it wouldn't have fast enough jet to get out of Panama to go get your kids. So that's when I knew you was fooling. Because you didn't leave to go get them. Because you knew it's not going to put them kids in danger.
No.
He has never had done that.
No.
And I don't like where they gaslighting him with his mental health.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to poke the bear to make him do something.
Yeah.
And that's not cool.
All right. All right.
But other than that, the Lions play the Commanders Saturday night.
Oh, okay.
Hey, hey.
We expect a full
And
update come Sunday. Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. You will have a 360 interview. Yes,
Oh,
Sunday.
thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Miss Bernice. Have a good
Okay,
day.
love you.
Thanks.
Have a
Bye.
good one.
Bye. Love you. I love you. All right, Miss Sharon, we're going to bring you up next. Miss Sharon, what's going on? Uh-oh.
Hey, Kempire, how
It's
you
so funny that
doing?
Miss Bernice was on and now you're on because we know you're on different football teams.
Yeah, Bernice, don't waste your time even watching that game because you know the Lions is gonna eat up the Commanders because they ain't good. They just won
I'll
that
bring Miss
game on a
Bernice up.
field
Look, I
goal.
brought Miss Bernice up.
Really?
Yeah, that's how they beat Tampa Bay by a field goal, and it did a donk and then went
Keep
in.
talking. I'm going to
So
go grab my water.
okay, so don't even waste your time even watching that game. And by the way, today is Mad Monday because these coaches are getting killed left and right. They're getting fired left and right. Cowboys coach is gone. The Raiders coach is gone. Everybody is about gone. Who didn't make it to the playoffs, they are gone.
Miss Bernice, you ain't got nothing to say? Oh, wait, Miss Bernice fell out. Oh, Miss
Oh, she
Bernice.
fell out?
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, I was telling her today is Mad Monday, Kempire. Everybody getting
Wait.
fired.
Hold on. Miss Bernice is back. Hold on, Miss Bernice. Hold on. What you got to say, Miss Bernice?
I agree with you completely.
Oh.
I agree with you, girlfriend. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Because the Commanders do what? 5-point yards a throw, and we do 25 to 30. Come on now, baby.
Yeah, so that game, that's not even good. I'm not going to even waste my time to watch that game because I already know who's going to win.
Yeah, but they talking a whole lot of smack because as soon as the game was over, all the fans cheering, "We coming to Detroit. We coming for Detroit." I said, "Okay, baby. We the big dogs up here. We don't deal with puppies.
Hold
You're
on.
gonna get trampled on."
Hold on. Let me start some trouble, though. Who's going to win the Super Bowl if the Lions and the Chiefs are playing?
The Chiefs?
The Lions?
The Chiefs.
Oh, hell no. Patrick has seen this day. I'm sorry.
How about those Chiefs,
No.
baby?
No.
Oh,
No.
yeah, you're going to see
No.
the Chris Jones effect.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry, Miss
I'm
Bernice.
sorry.
I got to drop you out because I want to hear what Miss Sharon has to say about the episode.
I love you, Miss Sharon.
I love you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, Miss
I
Sharon.
love anybody that's a football fan.
We know. I wasn't trying to start no mess, but I kind of was. What did you want to say about this episode?
It was trash.
Oh.
I mean, it wasn't really that good. I would have rather seen Karen's wig go south.
It did.
Oh yeah, but it wasn't really that good. But Kempire, I did catch Reasonably Shady last night.
Oh, okay.
They
And
did like a special episode on what do you call that? Patreon.
Patreon.
They do that once a month, and
Yeah.
Robin talked about that episode. Well, she didn't talk about the episode. She talked about what was going on with the show and Mia, and they talked about Essence.
Mm.
Yeah,
And?
but Giselle couldn't too much say anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
But Robin did talk about anytime you use your family as a storyline, it's not good or whatever. But I did catch something that Giselle did say that that was Carlos' fault because he's the one that told Mia to go after Giselle and put all her life out there, put her own life out there, Mia's life out there. He boosted her head up. So she blames Carlos King for doing that.
So Giselle said that during the Patreon.
Right.
Oh, well, some of you guys have been saying that already anyway.
Yeah. And
Right.
Giselle finally came out and said it last night on that show.
Not Carlos King ruining another show.
Yeah. And I can see him doing that because I think I heard him saying that she was the star of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, with that storyline. But that's all I had, Kempire. I just wanted to let you know about that one.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye. All right, we have a long line. I apologize. I wanted to go grab my water. I've been talking for like an hour and something minutes. All right, we've got Jasmine backstage. We're going to bring Jasmine up next. Hold on. And yes, guys, my code at coldest.com still works for the Kempire. Kempire 10 for 10% off at Coldest. All right? All right, let me bring up Jasmine. Hold on. Hey, Jasmine, what's going on? What did you want to share?
Hey, Kempire, how are you?
I'm well. How you doing?
I'm good, thanks. I have two very short things to say. Number one, if Jacqueline and Mia come back next season, I'm not watching the show no more. Like I was 2 seconds off of turning it off yesterday because, or no, today I watched it today because I just I can't take these cheap, low level. Like it was just so lazy to me. Like they always revert back to like this sexual conversation and them being, kissing friends and all that. And I'm just like, girl, nobody cares. And
Yeah.
also, it has nothing to do with anything, like nothing to do with the story. They just bring it up like it's a
Yeah.
party conversation.
Yeah.
It's just annoying. And I agree with the caller that said that it's the producer's fault because I was watching it like, I can't believe that this is all the producers were able to salvage from a whole however hour long boat ride. Like, that's
Right?
ridiculous. That made no sense to me. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to say in reference to Giselle being mean spirited is this is who Giselle is. This is the Giselle I met however many years ago.
In person?
I don't know Giselle. I didn't have a conversation with her, but I'm not telling you what I know somebody said. I'm telling you what I experienced of Giselle.
Okay.
Because Giselle came to um, when she was married to Jamal, he was like an up and coming rising pastor, whatever. He used to come speak at my old church a lot. And this is when I lived in New Jersey. So the pastor, my old pastor, his wife, she had a celebration, a birthday celebration, and it was a milestone. He was invited and Giselle was invited. Now, all the times he would come to the church to preach, she was never there. But I just always assumed it was because they had the young kids. So um, she came to this birthday party, and this was right after, literally like the same week that they announced the divorce. So that hit, it blew up everywhere, whatever. We had the birthday party for my former pastor. We didn't even know. I didn't know she was there. I didn't know what she looked like. All I know is she got up to say a few words about the about there. Everybody was getting up to like say something nice or whatever, warm regards about the pastor's wife, whatever. And Giselle gets up there. I didn't know who she was. She gets up in the mic and commences to literally lay out everybody in the mic like tongue lash. The pastor's wives. Nobody called me. Nobody told me. Nobody has reached out to me. This is supposed to be a sisterhood. All of this and that. Yes, Kempire.
This was Housewives before it was Housewives. This is
This was
Church Wives.
Housewives before it was Housewives. And when I tell you, me and my friend were sitting at the table gagged, like before gag was a thing. Like we were sitting there like, oh my God. Like we was holding each other like, oh my God, I can't believe she's really, like she.
Because she was
That's somebody's
upset that no
birthday.
one reached out to her when all this stuff on her marriage was
And
falling
it had
apart.
literally been like a week,
Oh,
you know?
oh, week. Oh, damn.
And she's like, nobody reached out to me. And she was just like so mad, bitter, everything. And then, and it's at somebody's birthday party.
Wow.
I don't know how much they knew her because, like I said, I never saw her when he would come to the church and preach, but she was there, like she was his wife. So I don't know if she would, if my old pastor and his wife knew her like that.
Like they were
But
close.
I don't know if they were close, but it was like other pastors, their wives, bishops. Nobody called me. Nobody did anything for me, and I just came up here to say that I don't. This is not Christian or whatever. Whatever. Like she went in. Like me and my friend, we used to talk about that
How long ago was
all the
this?
time. This was right after they got divorced, so this was over 10, 15 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
And everybody
Yeah.
was probably just looking around like, what in the hell?
Everybody, it was like a pin drop. But me and my friend, like we goofy anyway, we was like, oh my God. And we left, like we had a whole dad little session in the car afterwards, but it was like everybody just stopped. And then finally, like my
somebody had to come up to the mic and, take the mic from her or whatever.
Oh, they had
and
to
try
take the mic
smooth it
from
over.
her?
She wasn't
Like she
yelling
didn't be
at-
like,
yes,
and I can't stand
yes.
y'all, and then put it down. They had,
No, she was still going, and somebody had to be like, "Okay, girl, we just gonna move on with it."
and no one had
she
cell
wasn't
phones at
screaming
this
or
time. Nobody
hollering.
recorded it. Damn.
No, this was how many? We ain't had no cell phones back then.
I'm just saying. Wow.
But no, I mean, everybody was too shocked, I think, to speak because nobody expected that. First of all, once they said it was who it was, I was like, wait, why is she here? And he's not here.
Oh.
And then it was like, y'all gave her the mic?
Jasmine, you've been sitting on this story for however long, and you never told us
years.
this?
For years. I've been sitting on that for years. Me and my friend, we'll talk about it we used to talk about it every now and then. We don't really talk about it too much. But we used to just be like, can you believe
So when you found out that she was going to be on Real Housewives of Potomac, I'm sure you and your friend were like, girl, did you hear?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Question.
Oh, yes, we did.
When they took the mic from her, did they have to grab it out of her hand?
No,
Oh.
because they're very, they're very demure. They were very black church, very respectful.
Okay.
You do it very slight, and then you amen into the mic, and you just push her to the side, and you just move on with the program,
Okay.
to celebrate. But yes, so I said all that to say, because when y'all said this is who Giselle is, I was like, this is exactly who she was, because this is the Giselle I met.
Wow.
All them years ago, and when I watch her and certain things she does or says, and she's nasty, and she makes she lashes out, I be like, yep, that's the Giselle I met all them years.
Wow. It kind of makes you, because there were rumors that Giselle, after all the things that she went through with Jamal, that she ended up going to Sing Sing. A lot of people, when Karen said they thought that is that what she's insinuating? It makes you wonder, just her state of mind. And then you give us this example of her state of mind at the time of the divorce announcement. It's like, well.
No, she was very angry. And plus she had just had the twins. They weren't.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if they were even a year old, but they were young. She had just had the twins. So I'm sure she had all that going on. But the person I was introduced to, I don't want to say met, introduced to, she was very angry. And I see that in her. And when she lashed out at that ex-wife, I was like, ooh, she's really mad.
Yeah.
And she's probably jealous because I don't know how long that woman, I live in Atlanta now, and I've heard rumors that Jamal was dating her years ago, before he even announced it. I've heard rumors that he was dating his current wife.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know if he met the girls or whatever, but I think they were trying to keep it under wraps because they didn't want it to seem like he was being he was running through the church like he usually did, allegedly. But
is it alleged? Didn't Giselle say he did?
Well,
don't he have babies?
Yes. And that's why she's angry. It's a whole.
But here's the thing. In all fairness to Giselle, if a man cheated on you the way that he cheated on her, wouldn't you probably be a little bitter?
He has every right. But I feel like at some point, lashing out, when she said that about the current wife, I was like, oh my God, your daughter's he's gonna see that. His wife gonna see that. Giselle, dang girl, you still mad. And I get it, but at the same time, I get it. Because she, like I said, she just had the twins. Her oldest daughter was still young. I understand. But to lash out on a woman who has nothing to do with it like that on national TV, I was like, yeah, that's Giselle I was introduced to.
Wow, Jasmine, you came through with some tea. You've been sitting on that tea for a hot second.
Oh, yeah. It's been percolating.
Wow, it's been perking. And then you decided it's time to drop. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah. Anything else that you want to share?
No, I have nothing else.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I'm complete. Look, I'm complete.
Oh, you are complete. Okay. Thank you, Jasmine.
All right.
Have a great day. Oh, bye. Wow, you just never know who's going to call in. But I know people. Look, I think Taria talked about it either on this channel or before. Taria Faison, who's from What Else Is Going On podcast. She also used to attend church with Jamal, I believe, also with Giselle at the time, to attend their church at the time. And she's told some stories about that. Maybe she'll talk about it during our Washington, D.C. show on Friday, January 24th. Go get your tickets, D.C. And if you got tea, D.C., because I know it's D.C., if you got tea about Karen and that wig and the DUI, the wig just keep getting dragged, about Giselle, be sure to come on over to the show and spill the tea, okay? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Sabrina says, yes, my friend went to his church in Bmore. Jamal was running through the church to the point where they would block women from joining certain ministry where they would interact with Jamal. See, that, I know we are talking about it in a light, fun way, but that, remember, if he is the pastor, it's a church, but it is still a place of business. Like, that is gross. Gross. And do we think that behavior has changed? Just asking. All right. Let me get to it because we have a long line of people backstage. So, guys, I have to be very strict with our timer. So please respect the timer. Kari always respects the timer, but I'm talking about everybody else in this line. Okay. But Kari's up next. Kari, what did you want to share?
Hey, y'all. So, first off, I want to say, as a bisexual woman, a lot of the conversation that is surrounding Jacqueline and Mia is very much given biphobia. And it's very much giving bisexual erasure. Like someone earlier said, like, you're married to a man, but you're going on about how you kiss women. Like, you can kiss women and still end up marrying a man. That's what being bisexual is. You cannot like them and you can find them talking about their sescapades at the dinner table distasteful without acting like they can't actually be bisexual, without acting like that it's something that, you know, like they're just making up. You just don't like them, so you don't like what they're saying. And that's reasonable because they're unlikable people. But bisexual people in general, bisexual women, sometimes we marry men, sometimes we end up with women. Like, that's what being bisexual is. Whoever ends up putting a ring on his finger, baby, that's who's going to be the winner at the end.
Oh, winner.
Yes, because I'm the prize. Always will be forever. You won. Ding, ding, ding. Anyway, I think Giselle is very much showing her daughters. Damn, sorry.
Go say it.
Okay, I think Giselle is showing her daughters where her priorities lie because last season it was, oh, she rides for her daughter, she loves her daughter so much. But this season you've got more venom for your ex-husband's new wife than you have for the person that called your daughters HOE, S's. I think like you're showing them, because they're older now, they're in college, they can see this stuff, they can process things themselves. You're showing them that you don't ride for them as hard as you once portrayed, because you shouldn't be buddy clicky with someone that's disrespected them in that manner. And it was very much disrespectful and distasteful. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I do see after he said I respect the timer. I'm sorry.
Kari, but do you think that Mia and Jacqueline are actually bisexual?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do. I don't think straight women talk about eating coochie that much, and they ain't never ate no coochie. I have a lot of straight friends, and they'll be like, I could never, and I'm like, yeah, you could never, because you're straight. That's what it is. Like, they don't. It's not even something that they can talk about. Even I don't know. I think they're very comfortable with other women. They're very comfortable with each other's bodies. That's not something like straight women like, oh, I kiss my friend when I'm drunk. No, baby, you're bi. Because a straight woman wouldn't kiss someone when they're drunk, right? Because just because it's a woman, like they're like, oh, I'm not attracted to that. No, you're bi, and you haven't came out that closet yet, but it's okay. Somebody's gonna spurge you. Oops, bye.
Goodbye, Kari. Wait a second. Okay, Matea, I'm gonna bring you up next. Hold on. Ooh. There we go. Matea, what's going on? What did you want to share?
Well, first of all, Happy New Year.
You too.
And second of all, you ain't right for saying the coochie craving while I was eating. I was trying to eat my cannolis, and I was like, oh no, I had to put them away. Anyway, I used to really like Mia. I used to ride hard for her. This season, I can't. All the fakeness, all the Jacqueline, all the slut shaming of young girls, like especially with her calling somebody else like that. But no, I can't with her no more. She needs to go. And I agree with you with Keiarna. She gives absolutely nothing. It's like watching my paint dry. It's not interesting. Her brother's, nice, but I'd rather watch Portia's fake family. Like, no, thank you. Like, no shade, but all shade. But it's just, I can't. and now with Karen being almost gone or whatever she's doing, I might have to check out. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Matea. Take care.
You too.
Bye. All right. Let's bring up Audrey. Audrey's backstage. Audrey, what's going on?
Oh my God. You caught me when I was eating my factor meal.
Oh, yay. Yes, factor meal. Love it. I'm gonna ruin your lunch. Coochie craving. No playing.
Oh God. What a disaster. So pathetic. Okay, so I just want to say real quickly. First of all, hello, Kempire.
Hey.
I caught another live. It's amazing. Keep catching these lives on Mondays. So I'm gonna keep coming from K for K every single time. The thing with Greg, all of it, it's just like, ugh. You know what I mean? Like every time she talks about Greg, she's not promoting herself, and that's what I don't like.
Yeah.
The thing that Giselle said about the lawsuit and everything like that, and I know we're coming for Giselle right now, but it really does show her nastiness. Like I just think that is so disrespectful. If someone put a scar on my face, when I tell you, Kempire, like it'll be done. Like I don't care if you gotta put your house up for sale. I don't care. You put a scar on my face, it's on. I'm a Scorpio, so it's on. Okay, so let me just say this. I do have a little bit of tea. Granted, not as hot as that other tea that just came. But it's interesting because I met Jamal Bryant's new wife.
Keep going.
I'll be quick. I met Jamal Bryant's new wife just a few weeks ago, and she was lovely. And I was thinking like, oh, she does a lot of social media. Maybe she's not going to be so. She was absolutely lovely. He was so happy to introduce her to me, and they seem really happy. She is, I don't know if anyone has seen any of her clips or anything like that. When I tell you you're right when you said she's a doctor. Like, she is a force. And I think she's everything Giselle is not. She actually was, from what that woman said, I can believe that about Giselle, that she's not warm. And you got to see the psychology behind it is when she was like, oh, Giselle seemed bitter and da da. Yeah, because Giselle thinks she's supposed to have this kind of life. That's why she came for I don't care what anyone says, that's why she came for the dark-skinned girls on that show, because they had everything she wanted, right? And so for her to make that comment about Jamal's new wife, that kind of like, it's like, yeah, this tracks, because she is bitter. She is angry. All that cheating that he did, she still went back to him. And then he married another woman. You know what I mean? And so I just think it's a really nasty look for her. And I don't like seeing it. I don't like seeing the Mia, I've already told you, I don't like seeing the Mia and Jacqueline thing. It's really not appealing to me. And I do think, and I'm not a part of the LGBTQ community, but I have a lot of friends who are. And I do think it's kind of offensive. You guys are playing with stuff that's actually like a thing. And it's like, you guys are make it like, just for what? So you seem intriguing on the show? Like, I'm just not here for it. It's just like, I just want it off my screen. But I just want to say, I did meet Jamal's new wife about 3 weeks ago now. And I could not believe how lovely, when I say lovely, friendly, kind. I remember saying to her, I said, girl, you're in my prayer. She goes, oh God, please pray for me, because this is the man I just married, girl. Like, laughing, funny, beautiful. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Thank you so much, Audrey. Always dropping some tea. You dropped some tea during our live show in Atlanta too.
Yes. And I'll see you next time you're in Atlanta too.
Definitely.
I'll be there.
Thank you, Audrey. Have a good day.
Bye. You too. Bye, Kempire.
Bye. All right, let me get to, we have Tanya backstage, we have Ashley, we have Michael, we have Miss Congeniality, we have All Things Reality, and we have Angelique. All right, so we're gonna bring up Tanya next. Hold on one second, Tanya, my mouse is acting crazy. All right, Tanya, what did you want to share?
Well, thank you for bringing me on and introducing me to traders. Thank you. It's amazing. It's amazing. So I know with that said, but with this show, oh my goodness. So I get Giselle, because I would be that bitter wife. Like, if my ex-husband decides to remarry, I am that same person. Like you're marrying someone else and you like everything that this woman has is what I couldn't give you. You know what I mean? Like, and I get her. You know what I mean? Like, woman to woman, we got it. With that said, also, I want to know about Ashley and Jacqueline's. I would call it Jacqueline's kiss. And I was like, I miss a good kiss, but that was not a kiss. So when I remember like kissing my husband for the first time, it was not like that. It was more like tongue action. You know what I mean? Like face to face. You know what I mean? Like that was not a kiss. Like we need kisses, right?
Really?
Am I? Yes, I love a good kiss. Like I miss a good kiss. Like my husband and I do a little kissing, but I was like, I need a good like tongue action kiss. You know what I mean? Like, come at me.
Tanya.
LOL. But anyways.
Thank you for calling in, Tanya. Have a good day.
I know, but yeah, we need tongue action kisses.
Okay.
Put in the chat, hashtag tongue action kisses, right?
All right. Thanks, Tanya.
I know.
Bye. All right, we have a line. Let me get to everyone else that's backstage. All right, so we have Ashley coming up next. Ashley, what did you want to share about this episode?
Hey, Kempire, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. So first of all, Keiarna, do not trust Ashley. We all know that Ashley is a snake. Like that whole acting thing that Ashley was doing, like that acting like she was fake concerned. Like please, like. She was smirking the entire time at that table when Keiarna was explaining like what's going on with the case. She had like, you know how Ashley does that, like that smirk where she's trying not to smile.
Mm-hmm.
She's trying to be believable.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at her the whole time. I'm like, look at this girl. She's eating this up and she's about to be fake as she did. And Keiarna needs to just stay away from her. Also, Wendy, don't ever become an actress because when she was like looking on her phone and she's like, oh my gosh, Keiarna, this just can't. I was like, yo, Wendy, you're horrible at this. They should have gave somebody else the task. like, girl, you're not believable. We know that you are faking. This is pre-produced. And then the other thing I wanted to say about Giselle was, I know there was a caller that said that she feels bad for Giselle. Honestly, I resonate with that. Like, Giselle is evil. Yes, we know. However, the look on her face a lot of the times in the scenes, like, I can tell that she deeply, deeply, like, is hurt. Like, she is somebody that I would love to see her just go to therapy because I feel like she could really benefit from that. I think that would be the next thing. Like, I would love to see, like, her journey in going through therapy because you could tell that she's been through a lot and she's coming from a dark place. That's why she's so bitter.
But doesn't she have to realize that for herself before therapy can actually even do anything?
Right. Yeah, that's true. So. That's a good point. Exactly. It's kind of like, who's going to tell her? And is she going to actually believe them? Like, she doesn't even have real friends. Like, Ashley's fake. Like, Ashley can't even tell
Robin's her real friend. Regular Robin's her real friend.
Oh, yeah, Robin, what are you doing? Tell your girl to go to therapy.
Regular Robin can't even hold Juan accountable. You think she's going to hold Jizzy accountable?
That's true. Exactly.
All right. Let me get to the other call.
Kempire, drop the skincare routine. We're waiting.
Oh, sorry. Soon. All right. Thanks, Ashley. Take care.
Right.
Bye.
Take care.
All right, let me get to the rest of these callers. Thank you, callers, for being so patient behind the scenes. And thank you to all of you that have been here. Don't forget to like the video. Let's get to 1,000 likes. We had a lot of tea that was spilled during these calls. I love it when you guys call in with tea. Do it more often. Sharon, thank you so much for the super chat. Sharon says, if Giselle lashed out because she felt, quote, the sisterhood left her out in the cold, that absolutely explains her coldness. Wall up against the women on the show. She has zero confidence in friendship. So she probably felt betrayed multiple times by Jamal and by the church and people in the church and her friends within the church. Thank you for another super chat, Sharon. Sharon says, Jizzy and Robin bond over philandering husbands. I mean, I'm sure they're not alone in that. Philly John, thank you for being a mod, a King's Guard. Philly John says that current sentencing is on January 29th. If she's in rehab, will they be postponing the sentencing? Well, wouldn't they have to file for that? You're an attorney. Look, tell me. I don't think so. I honestly don't think so. I don't even think that she's there. I honestly don't believe that she is in a rehab facility. She might be at a spa for all we know. to be honest. I don't know for sure, but that's my feeling. Derek says, this is off topic, but you were right about Heather and Whitney for next season. What was I right about? What did I say? Look, what did I say, Derek? Derek, you're the Aries man, right? Yup. Love, calm, peace. Thank you for the super chat. Giselle, Mia, and Jacqueline, please go. Please go away. Okay. Josie, thank you for the super chat. Josie says, Kempire, are you recapping Dubai Bling? It's good. I have to watch it first. I watched the first episode and I was just like, but I do hear Ibrahim actually gets a divorce. I did hear he got a divorce. Ibrahim, stop. Okay. Please stop. All right. Yeah, I have to watch the episodes. I've been all up on Traders. I'm watching Traders for the second time and I shouldn't be. All right. But I did start watching Dubai Bling. And then Young, Famous, and African comes out this week, the 19th. Yeah, so stay tuned for that on Netflix as well. All right, Miss Congeniality has been waiting patiently behind the scenes. Miss Congeniality, what did you want to share? I can't hear you, Miss Congeniality. Uh-oh, you're breaking up. Uh-oh, now it says device is not connected. Miss Congeniality, drop out and then call back in. Sometimes that happens. Okay. Let me bring up Angelique next. Angelique, what did you want to share?
Hi, Kempire. So I wanted to chime in on two things. Keiarna, for one, I'm just so incredibly disappointed in her presence this season. She's really the only reason I tuned in because I was so upset about how they treated, Wendy and Candace. And I wanted to stand in solidarity with Candace and not watch. But I chose to rejoin to support Keiarna. And there's nothing worse than a pick-me-shit thirsty woman. Like, I'm so disappointed. And I'll just leave that there. But that man is really not interested in marrying her. I feel like he's probably told her this, and she's just choosing to hear something very different than what he's probably communicated to her. I feel like them moving in together, buying a house together or building a house together is like a pacifier, for her. Yeah. And I think she's going to wake up one day, be really delusional. Now, next to my sorority sister, Miss Giselle Bryant. Okay, so really, I will say that Giselle represents a lot of what people think about like old school AKA. And I'm just going to say behind closed doors, I've never talked to any AKAs that actually rock for her. And that is not common. Like, yes, exactly. Like when even like the first season, when the show first came on, like behind closed doors in our little private chats, there's always someone that went to school with them, was online with them, was in the chapter with them, that always stands up for them. There has never been anyone to ride for her. And that says a lot to me. Can I just say one last thing? I don't know if this was the tea that was spilled because I had to take a meeting real quick, but remember that Dr. Carey was the person who dropped the receipts to Monique about Pastor Jamal was seeing her. So Dr. Carey and Jamal have been seeing each other for many years. And so that might be why Giselle got a little sting, but also it's like Carrie is also an AKA. So it's like Jamal turned in a new model and got a newer, Giselle lookalike AKA. And now they're this co-pastor team duo. Giselle is very mad. Be real clear. And that's it.
Thank you, Angelique. So, and wait, Angelique. So, but we don't know for sure that it was Dr. Carey that was the one that dropped the information to Monique. But Monique did say that at the reunion, that the woman that he was messing with gave her that information.
Exactly. Yes.
Oh, it all comes together. So that's why Giselle said what she said in Panama.
Exactly.
Oh, why does this feel like Surviving Giselle Bryant?
Because it is. And we're all victims of it.
Damn. All right. Thanks, Angelique.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a great day.
You too. What is going on, Replay Crew? I hope you are eating all this up. I hope you have a snack while you're watching this recap. I might have to re-listen to it or watch it. Don't forget, guys, you can hear an audio version of our live recaps and special episodes on the Kempire podcast. Make sure that you subscribe today. And don't forget to give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. All right, let's take these last couple of callers. That way I can get out of here because I have to be back for our Married to Medicine recap at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. PST. All right, Miss Congeniality, let's try this one more time, and then we'll have Michael come up last. What's going on, Miss Congeniality?
Hi,
Hey.
Happy New Year.
You too.
Long time no talk.
Yes.
So I was actually in the middle of emailing my therapist, and then I saw the notification that you were doing calls. So I'm like, be right back, therapist.
Oh.
I'm gonna jump on real quick.
Make sure you email your
happy
therapist.
I caught you.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, I hope I don't offend anybody, but with Ash, I don't know, Ashley makes me cringe. It's really Ashley that makes me cringe with the whole Jacqueline kissing thing. Because the thing is, it's like, maybe like Michael wore off on her a little bit. She just comes off weird and creepy to me. I thought it was actually kind of cute how Jacqueline seems to have a crush on Ashley, but Jacqueline is in a relationship. So I just thought, like, what are you doing? It was just, it was weird. And then like her calling her man, like I thought that was all just awkward. And obviously like Mia and Jacqueline, I'm just kind of over the whole narrative. I agree with previous callers. It just seems like it's always randomly mentioned, their sexcapades.
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with anything. Only Salt Lake City and Beverly Hills are really keeping my interest right now, even though I'm tuning in. I'm hoping next season there's also another shakeup with Potomac. Karen can only come back if she's going to like bare her soul and live in acceptance and clarity with that whole situation, but praying for her.
Most definitely. I want to point something out in regards to what you brought up, because I think this is important because, yes, Jacqueline is in a relationship with PP. Mia's in a relationship. Ashley's the only, like, single one. I mean, she's married, but she's separating. How do people feel about that in regards to, like, they're technically cheating? I know it's a woman of the same sex, but if it was a man, I hooked up with my homie wife. Is that okay?
No.
So I'm just saying, I always try to bring it to the other side. Just saying. All right, Miss Congeniality, thank you so much for calling in. Bye. Just saying, I'm putting things in perspective. If your man came to you like, okay, for example, Jacqueline, if PP came to you and said, I hooked up with my homie, just wanted to let you know. Just wanted to let you know, just hooked up with the homie. All right. We're going to bring up Michael as our last caller. Michael, what did you want to share?
Hey, Kempire. First, look out for me at 4 o'clock because I'm going to have a lot to say about Married to Medicine. I'm talking about a whole lot, okay? Most of the people who called in today, they kind of touched on everything. I wanted to piggyback a little bit off of Tyler and Delon. In regards to your live where you did the essence on Mia, that live, I called in and I was a little bit harsh in my judgment of Mia. And during that time, since that live to now, I've spent time doing a little bit more reassessment. And I feel like when we say that Mia's declashing the show, that's kind of unfair to say. The reason why I say that is it's kind of like blaming a crazy person or an insane person for a crime. You know, they're not responsible for it. That is just who Mia is. Like, she is a gutter type of person. And so the blame doesn't lie with Mia and the world that she comes from. The blame definitely lies with production. This is why I wanted to piggyback off of Delon. Because in reality, when you really think of what Potomac is supposed to be, it is really supposed to be the upper echelon of Atlanta Housewives, okay? Because in the DC area, there's more money, there's more access to wealth and power, and the show just doesn't give us any of that. Now, because I ran over the time, I'm gonna stop right there. Everybody else said what I had to say anyway, so look out for me at 4, okay?
Okay. Thanks so much, Michael.
All right.
Take care.
All right, no problem, Kempire.
Bye. I feel like my face cracked when he said it's just who she is. Damn. It's just who she is. I guess we just need to accept it, that she is who she is, y'all. Mia is Mia. Or what are we expecting? Okay? Right, fine. This live was hilarious, okay? We had Surviving Giselle Bryant. We had Miss Sharon versus Miss Bernice, the Lions versus the Chiefs. We had all of y'all hooting and hollering in the live chat. Oh, you know what? I love my job. I love my job. Lonnie wanted to correct something. Again, this was why I wanted to clear. We don't know for sure. Lonnie says, that's not true. Dr. Carey says that she was being accused of dating Pastor Jamal when she was not. That woman that gave info to Monique was Reverend Dr. Tanya Griffin, who came out and said that they dated. That's what I thought too, Lonnie. That's what I had thought. I thought it was the other one that I had seen, right? And she doesn't look, the other woman, Dr. Tanya Griffin, she doesn't look like Dr. Carey. So maybe that's what's there. Who knows? But that would be very interesting if it was Dr. Carey. Love, call, and peace. Thank you for the super chat. Super chat. I said super trash because you said in your live chat, in your super chat, they're all trash. Thank you so much, Love, call, and peace for the super chat. Guys, you can also support the channel just by liking today's live recap if you're part of the replay crew. Be sure to let us know your thoughts, opinions, and where you're watching from. And yeah, and let me know if you're coming to our Washington, D.C. show, if you're coming to our New York City show. Even if you are not in New York City, there is a live stream option for that show as well. Shout out to our King's Guards for always holding us down in the live chat. We appreciate them. Be sure to hit them up right now and say thank you to them. Shout out to those of you watching on TikTok, Twitch, Twitter. Make sure you're following us on all platforms, guys. Everything is at TheKempire on Instagram and on Twitter and on Threads and on Blue Sky. Make sure you subscribe to the Kempire YouTube channel as well so you can be a part of our live chat and you don't miss out on anything. Don't forget the Kempire After Dark Live Experience Tour is coming to a city near you. I will see you all for our Married to Medicine recap later. A new year and new shows. The Kempire After Dark live experience is returning to Washington, D.C. on Friday, January 24th of 2025. I know it's going to be an interesting week, so why not unwind, relax, and have a good time with our community and me at Union Stage again on Friday, January 24th, 2025. Meet and greet tickets are still available. All the information will be available in the description. New York City, then you're up next for Black History Month. We're bringing the Kempire After Dark live experience back to the Green Room 42. So if you want to talk hot topics and more with me, make sure you get your tickets today. But for those that can't make it to the show, or maybe you're international and you still want to view the show, get this exclusive opportunity to get the streaming option, the live streaming option at the Green Room 42 for the Kempire After Dark live experience happening on Friday, February 21st of 2025. More information on both shows will be available in the description.
Here we go now.